Concrete jungle and architectural safari, New York City, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps. Our journey begins in the early 17th century, a time when the island of Manhattan was a far cry from the bustling metropolis we know today. It was a place of untamed wilderness where nature reigned supreme and the landscape was untouched by the hands of modern development. Picture, if you will, a landscape dominated by dense forests, pristine rivers, and a scattering of Lenape villages. The air was filled with the sounds of wildlife, and the rivers teemed with fish, providing sustenance for the native inhabitants. It was into this world that the Dutch West India Company arrived, seeking to establish a trading post that would become the seed of New Amsterdam. They were driven by the promise of trade and the potential for wealth, bringing with them a vision of a new world. The first structures to grace the shores of Manhattan were modest wooden houses, practical and efficient, reflecting the Dutch architectural sensibilities of the time. These early buildings were simple yet sturdy, designed to meet the basic needs of the settlers. These were not grand edifices designed to inspire awe, but rather functional dwellings built to withstand the elements and provide shelter from the unknown. They were a testament to the pragmatic and resourceful nature of the Dutch settlers. Think of steep, gabled roofs, designed to shed the heavy snows of winter, and narrow footprints that maximize space on the crowded streets. These architectural features were not just practical but also a reflection of the Dutch aesthetic. These early structures, though long gone, left their mark on the city's DNA. The influence of Dutch architecture can still be seen in some of the city's oldest buildings, a silent reminder of the past. Take, for instance, the iconic Wall Street. This famous street, now synonymous with financial power, has its roots in the early days of the Dutch settlement. Yes, you heard that right. Wall Street was named after an actual wall. This wall was a defensive structure, built to protect the fledgling settlement from potential threats. This 4.5-foot tall wall, constructed from timber and earth, was erected in 1654 to protect the fledgling settlement from potential attacks by English colonists and Native American tribes. It was a symbol of the settlers' determination to defend their new home. This fortification, a testament to the anxieties of the time, ultimately proved futile when the English seized control of New Amsterdam in 1664. The takeover marked the end of Dutch rule, but not the end of their influence. But the name stuck, forever etched into the city's lexicon and ironically becoming synonymous with financial power rather than physical defense. Wall Street evolved from a simple defensive barrier to the heart of global finance. The Dutch influence, however, extended beyond mere names. Their cultural and architectural legacy can still be felt in various aspects of the city. Their legacy can be seen in the city's street grid system, a testament to their ordered approach to urban planning. This grid system laid the foundation for the city's future growth and development, influencing its structure to this day. As we stride into the 19th century, we witness New York undergo a dramatic transformation. The city, bursting at its seams with an influx of immigrants seeking new beginnings, began expanding northward at an astonishing rate. This rapid growth fueled a demand for housing, a demand that would be met by a rather unassuming material, brownstone. This dusky-hued sandstone, quarried from the very bedrock upon which the city stood, became the building block of a new era. Abundant, affordable, and relatively easy to work with, brownstone provided a practical and aesthetically pleasing solution to the city's housing needs. And so, row upon row of these elegant homes began to sprout up across Manhattan, Brooklyn, and beyond, forever altering the face of New York. The brownstone wasn't just a building material, it was a statement. These homes, with their distinctive facades and ornate details, embodied the aspirations of a rising middle class. They were a far cry from the cramped, utilitarian dwellings of the Dutch colonial era. These were homes designed for comfort, for family, for respectability. Imagine, if you will, strolling down a street lined with these stately brownstones, their bay windows gleaming in the afternoon sun. Notice the intricate ironwork adorning their stoops, each railing a work of art in its own right. Chapter 3. As the 20th century dawned, New York found itself on the cusp of a new era, one defined by technological innovation, economic prosperity, and an unquenchable thirst for verticality. The invention of the elevator and the development of new building techniques, particularly the use of steel frame construction, unleashed an architectural revolution that would forever alter the city's skyline. This was the age of the skyscraper, and New York was its epicenter. The skyscraper was more than just a building, it was a symbol of ambition, a testament to human ingenuity, a concrete and steel manifestation of the city's boundless optimism. As architects and engineers pushed the limits of what was possible, a friendly competition emerged, a race to the sky that captivated the world's imagination. Each new skyscraper that pierced the heavens was a victory, a declaration of progress and prosperity. One of the earliest contenders in this architectural arms race was the Flatiron Building, completed in 1902. This triangular marvel, wedged precariously between Broadway and Fifth Avenue, was a radical departure from the city's traditional architectural vocabulary. Its soaring height reaching 285 feet and its unconventional shape, inspired by the prow of a ship, made it an instant icon. But the Flatiron Building was just a taste of what was to come. In 1930, the Chrysler Building, a masterpiece of Art Deco design, claimed the title of the world's tallest building. Its gleaming stainless steel spire, a series of terraced arches inspired by automobile hubcaps, soared to an unprecedented height of 1,046 feet. Chapter 4. While the skyscrapers may dominate the skyline, casting long shadows over the city below, there's a hidden layer to New York's architectural tapestry, a world of forgotten gems and unsung heroes that often go unnoticed in the shadow of these titans of steel and glass. These lesser-known structures, though not as towering or grand, hold within them the rich and diverse history of the city's evolution. These are the buildings that tell the story of New York's working class, its immigrants, its artists, and its dreamers. They are the silent witnesses to the city's ever-changing landscape, each brick and beam echoing the lives of those who built and inhabited them. They are the gritty underdogs, the survivors of countless cycles of boom and bust, and their stories are no less fascinating than those of their more glamorous counterparts. These buildings have weathered the storms of time, standing resilient against the forces of modernization and gentrification. Let's venture now into the heart of Soho, a neighborhood that perfectly embodies this spirit of reinvention. Soho's streets, once bustling with industrial activity, now tell a different story. One of artistic rebirth and cultural renaissance. Once a bustling manufacturing district, its streets lined with imposing cast-iron buildings, Soho fell into decline in the mid-20th century as industry fled the city. The neighborhood's fortunes waned, and its grand buildings stood empty and neglected. But where others saw decay and abandonment, a new generation of artists and entrepreneurs saw opportunity. They envisioned a new life for these forgotten spaces, a chance to create something unique and vibrant. Drawn to the neighborhood's cheap rents, spacious lofts, and abundance of natural light, artists began colonizing Soho's abandoned factories and warehouses, transforming these industrial spaces into studios, galleries, and living spaces. This influx of creative energy marked the beginning of Soho's transformation. These artists, often working outside the traditional art world, brought a new energy to the neighborhood, their presence slowly but surely breathing life back into these forgotten streets. Their innovative spirit and unconventional approaches turned Soho into a hub of creativity and inspiration. The cast-iron buildings themselves, once symbols of the city's industrial might, became canvases for artistic expression. Their robust structures provided the perfect backdrop for the burgeoning art scene. Their ornate facades, once hidden beneath layers of grime and neglect, were restored to their former glory, their intricate details a testament to the craftsmanship of a bygone era. These restorations not only preserved the architectural heritage but also added a unique charm to the neighborhood. The large windows, originally designed to flood factory floors with natural light, became coveted features, offering stunning views of the city and providing the perfect backdrop for showcasing art. These windows symbolize the merging of the old industrial past with the new artistic present. As Soho's artistic community thrived, so too did its fortunes. The neighborhood transformed into a vibrant cultural district, attracting visitors from all over the world, eager to experience its unique blend of history, art, and innovation. Chapter 5. And here we stand, in the 21st century, a time of unprecedented technological advancement and architectural innovation. The skyline of New York City, a symbol of ambition and progress, continues to evolve, reflecting the dynamic nature of human ingenuity. New York, never one to shy away from the cutting edge, has embraced this new era with open arms, its skyline once again evolving to reflect the city's ever-changing spirit. The city's architectural landscape is a testament to its resilience and forward-thinking mindset. As we gaze upon these modern marvels, we're witnessing the next chapter in New York's architectural story, a chapter that's still being written. Each new building adds a unique narrative to the city's rich tapestry, blending history with modernity. One of the most striking additions to the city's skyline in recent years is Hudson Yards, a sprawling mixed-use development on Manhattan's far west side. This ambitious project is a beacon of urban renewal and innovation. This ambitious project, built on a platform over a working rail yard, is a testament to the city's ability to reclaim and reimagine its industrial past. It showcases how modern engineering can transform underutilized spaces into vibrant urban centers. At the heart of Hudson Yards stands the Vessel, a honeycomb-like structure of interconnected staircases and landings that has quickly become one of the city's most Instagrammed landmarks. It invites visitors to explore and engage with the space in a unique way. The Vessel, designed by British designer Thomas Heatherwick, is a marvel of engineering and artistry. Its intricate design and sheer scale make it a standout feature of the Hudson Yards development. Its 154 interconnecting flights of stairs, rising 15 stories above the plaza, offer visitors a unique perspective on the city, with ever-changing views of the Hudson River, the High Line, and the surrounding skyscrapers. Each step provides a new vantage point, a new way to see the city. Whether you choose to climb its heights or simply admire it from afar, the Vessel is a powerful reminder that architecture can be both functional and whimsical, a source of both contemplation and delight. It stands as a symbol of the creativity and innovation that define New York City. Just a short distance from the Vessel stands another architectural marvel of the 21st century One World Trade Center. This towering structure is a beacon of hope and renewal. Rising from the ashes of the World Trade Center complex, destroyed in the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, One World Trade Center is more than just a building. It's a symbol of resilience, a testament to the city's indomitable spirit. It stands tall, reminding us of the strength and unity that define New York City. New York City's architecture is more than just buildings. It's a living, breathing history book. Every brick, every steel beam, and every glass facade tells a story of ambition, resilience, and reinvention. From the humble Dutch beginnings to the soaring skyscrapers that define its skyline, New York's architecture reflects the dreams, aspirations, and struggles of the millions who have called this city home. So next time you're walking through these streets, look up. You might just see a piece of history staring back at you. Take a moment to appreciate the craftsmanship, the ingenuity, and the sheer audacity of the structures